Okay, peoples.
Welcome to Trenny and C.
Welcome, Trenny and C. I'm Trenny. This is C. If our cool shirts aren't any indication of what we're doing today, then
Tipping you off here.
yeah, we're tipping you off. Not flipping.
No, we would never.
No, never. Okay, so we have something kind of unique and different around our parts, anyways.
Yeah.
You may have heard of it. You may not have heard of it. It is a very high-selling bottle of whiskey in India.
Yeah.
So why don't you guys stick around and find out what we got coming up for ya.
Trenny and C, drinking whiskey, describing all the flavors for you and me. Irish, Scotch, bourbon, and rye. If they like a bottle, they'll tell you why.
Okay. We're back. I gotta take this out. So the Trenny and C set.
Yeah.
Look at these guys.
We've revamped a little.
The Trenny and C set is now consisting of rejects from my living room that the wife is like, no, I'm not gonna have that in my living room,
But couldn't possibly throw it away.
Right. Well, I wouldn't let her. She would have thrown that away.
Right.
We also have a new lamp up there.
Okay.
You know, we've got our
Can't see
shelf and
We got our shelf, which is cool. I like that.
more to come, I'm sure,
Yeah.
of
We
rejects
actually-
from my living room.
You can't see it, but we have carpet beneath
Oh, yeah,
our
we
feet
got the
now,
carpet.
which is nice, so we're not freezing in the winter as much.
Yeah, we've really classed it up in here.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, so let's pull out the whiskey we're going to review today. We have Royal Challenge Whiskey
From India.
from India. And this is, what's it say? Blended with finest Scotch and India malts, matured in charred American oak casks. Okay. And it's,
Finest is debatable, but that's okay.
well, if that's his finest.
Depends on you know.
42.8% alcohol, so it's
better than the
basically
traditional 40.
basically 43%, which is kind of nice. Let's pull the bottle up.
Should we
Show the people.
tell them why we're wearing these shirts?
Sure.
Royal Challenge Whiskey, Indian whiskey, is the sponsor of like the cricket in India, right?
Yeah, it is. It's the Royal Challengers. To be
Right.
exact, the India Premier League.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is that these are India's national cricket jerseys
Cool.
from about 2007. Because that's when I was in India. I
Right.
bought these at the Nike store in India
Yeah.
while I was in India.
Cool.
Because I thought they were pretty darn cool.
India.
In India. While I was in India. Yes, I said that a lot. But the point is, we're repping the Royal Challenge
We
today.
are. Yeah.
And
Cool.
the cricket scene in general. Huge cricket scene there.
Huge.
Great game. It's like the Asian version of baseball.
Yeah. I don't completely understand it yet, but I haven't really watched much
You
of it.
gotta get 10 outs per inning basically, and that can take a while. Like cricket
10
games,
outs.
games can take like days,
Wow.
and like they score hundreds of runs.
Wow.
But it's cool stuff, and it's very very interesting.
Very popular, yeah.
Very cool game. Anyway, so how about this whiskey?
Okay, so we got the Royal Challenge. What it kind of compromises of is there are some, and I use the word some like minimally,
Okay.
some Scotch malts and some Indian malts. So there's approximately those two things comprise about 12% of this bottle.
Okay.
The rest is distilled molasses, so rum, basically rum. So
hold on.
Yeah.
So it's 88% distilled molasses and 12% basically malted Indian malt or
barley. Yeah.
and is it not true that they don't divulge the percentage of actual Scotch malt in
Yeah,
there?
they don't. But that's probably guessing at the high level.
So if it's 50-50, then it's 6%
Yeah.
Scotch,
Yeah.
but it's probably not.
Yeah.
So it's probably like 2 or 4% Scotch.
It could be. So
Wow.
basically what some people have described this one as is it is rum with whiskey flavor in. So,
Interesting.
I guess that's, well, in India, it's a harder grain to grow the malted barley.
Yeah.
So, but they grow sugarcane like crazy
all day.
So
you can get like sugarcane drinks on the side of the road and stuff like.
So refreshing.
There you go.
Hot sugarcane water.
There you go.
There you go. So this one basically is essentially a rum with some kind of whiskey flavor into it.
And it's kind of sold in like the blended Scotch section around here, is it not?
Yeah. So this bottle, I mean, it's really cheap. I think it was $21, $22, which around here is quite cheap. It says it's deep and intensely smooth. It does claim it says finest premium whiskey, so I guess because there are grains in it that it can be called a whiskey, but
there must be laws about the percentages or something.
Okay, so let's try and see. We do color, nose, taste, finish, and viscosity. Probably said that too fast for you to hear it, but so we're gonna start with color. Very orangey, tanned, syrupy looking stuff. I can't imagine that this has
natural color.
Much natural going on. I can't imagine it's aged for very long. Yeah. Okay, let's get the nose to it.
Very, very sweet.
Very sweet. It's like brown sugar.
The scotchiness is like a hint. It's like a hint of scotchiness.
Hint of scotch, yeah. But it does. You can tell there is some malted barley in there, but
it definitely has a molassesy nose.
Yeah, it does have a rummy kind of nose. It's almost like a dark rum.
It almost smells exactly like what you just said. It smells like whiskey flavored rum.
Yeah. So there's not. I mean, to be honest, there's not a lot going on with this one. However, it is significantly different than like a blended Scotch. So if you're putting this next to, I don't know, just any blended Scotch, like J&B or whatever, you would notice the big difference there. Even though those blends use different grains. Okay, so anything more we want to say about the nose? It's very light. I mean, it's bottled at 42.8%.
It does have some kind of like fig.
Yeah, there's some darker fruits on there.
Yeah,
there are a little bit of like kind of a musty thing going on.
Mostly, it's kind of like the sugary, sweet hint of Scotch, a little bit of fruit.
Yeah.
I think we can call it at that.
Yeah, let's call it.
Let's move on.
Okay.
All right. Taste it.
Let's taste it.
You ready? Okay.
It's quite sweet.
It's got a bit of a doughiness to it.
Yeah, that's true. It does. The grains in there speak louder than the malts. That's for sure. But it's brown sugar, kind of molasses type flavors.
Very molassesy.
There's nothing really that tropical about it necessarily, but
it's witch candies and molasses and
some
bit
dark
corn
chocolate.
Syrupy.
Or not dark chocolate, like almost a milk chocolate. Yeah, a little bit of there's some definite chocolate or cocoa notes in there.
Yeah, and there is some fruits. There is that fig. It is kind of fig Newton-y.
But not like the biscuit kind of thing.
Not like in that really delicious way that there sometimes is in Scotch. This is a bit more of a sweeter version of that or something. I don't know. I can't put my finger right on it.
It's like a candied fig kind of thing.
It's like the store brand Fig Newtons.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on from the flavor, it actually finishes kind of sweeter than it does up front, I find. It's like all whiskey, because there's alcohol in it, it evaporates a little bit on your tongue, so it does dry out, but there's nothing spicy really about it. There's nothing hot about it. It's kind of it's almost just
fairly mellow,
neutral.
Yeah,
there's nothing going one way or another. It's
very
neutral. Flat. It's very flat.
About 88% neutral.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a very flat tasting. I use the term whiskey kind of
loosely, yeah.
But anyways, this one also though, I mean, it's really highly sold in India, but then again, they have one of the largest populations on the planet. So this one sells, out almost any bourbon from the United States kind of thing.
But
it's funny because we've never even really heard of it around here.
But it is also reasonably priced, right? Mm-hmm. And you know, when you have a product like this, that's the equivalent of like having a whiskey sponsoring, you know, MLB baseball.
Yeah.
It's gonna get drank by people. It's probably sold at the cricket games, you know.
For sure.
It's probably, you know, if it's the whiskey of cricket and cricket is the sport there, it's advertised everywhere, it's available everywhere.
Yeah.
It's gonna sell.
Yeah, for sure.
You
and
know,
I mean, and so India, like, they also put out amazing whiskey. You know, with Amroot. Yeah. Amroot puts out some of their products are just incredibly good.
Range of products.
So there's nothing saying that India doesn't make good whiskey.
No,
they definitely do.
It's just that this might only have like 6% Amroot in it.
Yeah, exactly. So and this one's also commonly referred to as RC. So just a tidbit of information.
But they market this to like the younger
crowds.
What did they say? It's like the relaxed. It's
like the
younger, relaxed, but
kind of lower upper middle class,
laid back.
Yeah.
Male.
Yeah.
Target audience.
Yeah, very much so. So we have a lot of reviews on this channel. Yeah. We try to review close to everything, you know, like
a variety.
A variety. A lot of whiskey reviewers only review whiskeys that they recommend. We review things that we don't necessarily recommend. It's not that I mean, go out and get it. It's not going to break the bank. Try it. But just for an experience to see what a whiskey is made of that is almost basically a rum. Like, it's just a thing to get in your brain for your memory bank to pitch against other whiskeys.
Yeah, it goes into your library. Mm-hmm. But lower your expectations. Don't expect big things here.
No.
Because you're not going to get them. We scored this.
We did.
And it ended up as a 22.9. It's a lower...
Out of 33.33.
Out of 33.33. But it was only $20.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's, you know, around here, you got to lower your expectations.
Yeah. It's what it is. It tastes like there's quite a bit of sugar flavor in this one. It's not that it's undrinkable, but
is it even whiskey?
Just don't go into it thinking you're gonna get a huge experience.
It's not on the bang for your buck list.
No, but it is. It is something. So, and here it is. Here we are.
And this video is something.
Yeah.
So you know what?
It's content.
Subscribe.
Click like.
Watch another video over here, probably. And, hey, we'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Wow. Too much. I'm out of scotch. You're out of rye.